this.
Nature's nice today.
Nature's nice pretty much every day we've been here.
Yeah. Welcome back to another beautiful episode of Love Like This. What's goody, y'all? I am Hoochie Daddy himself. Sitting next to me is my beautiful... I think I'm going to stop calling your wife to be. I'll just call you my wife.
Okay.
It's a transitional episode of no more wife to be. Milah is my wife in all aspects, spiritually, energetically, physically. I love you.
I love you
and
too.
You're mine.
I
So,
am.
welcome back to Love Like This Lovecast, where I'm Orlando and this is mine, Milah.
Hello. Greetings. I'm mine.
What's going on, Lovey? We've been loving this nature. I just came back from a workout and
I'm surprised your shirt is on. I'm shocked, actually.
I'm trying to be decent for the people.
Whoa, since when have you ever tried to be decent for anybody?
I'm not going to hold you. That last episode, with those shorts I was wearing, I'm kind of worried about how that's going to, like, impact us. Cause,
What? What was wrong with it? What happened?
like, my dick is just, like, slanging all over the place, and it's in the shot. The dick print is...
So basically, we're not going to go far because your dick print.
I tried to, like, edit the frames and cut the frames so it's not, like, too apparent, but, yeah, it's there.
Okay, well, shocker.
Yeah, it's there. The dick is there.
Shocker. What's new?
What's new is that you completed your 13th retreat.
I did. I completed my 13th retreat. At that, I guess when we recorded that episode, I hadn't finished yet.
No, you weren't done yet. But congratulations, retreat leader. I know you had a moment where you said to yourself, like, it's real now. Like, you don't got to second guess yourself. You don't got to overthink it. Like, you do retreats. You don't need any expert analysis, anybody to tell you different. This is what you do.
It's definitely what I do. I mean, 13 retreats in 2.5 years, over 200 women. I'm in it.
Over 200 women.
Over 200 women.
Mm-hmm. So you've done all these, like, women's retreats. Like, what's next now? The 13th is done. What are you gonna do now?
Well, we have 7 retreats next year planned.
Damn. You ever done that much in 1 year?
No, we've mostly done 4 to 5, mostly 4. This year was our first time doing 5. One was in the States, and that was the first time we did that. But yeah, next year we have our 4 core retreats that we always do. We're adding a couples retreat with my love. We're doing a retreat to Bali, and we're doing a retreat to Jamaica, a 420 goddess retreat. So yeah, we're just expanding and growing, and it's exciting, and it's also scary. Not scary like I'm scared, but just I think sometimes we underestimate as humans that what expansion requires.
What makes it exciting then?
I mean, it's exciting to do this work. It's exciting to see it grow and continue to do it and to be successful and to impact people in a positive way and impact the world and our community, because clearly the world's going to shit, but hopefully we can shift it by doing this work, awakening the good in people and remembering, like, the power we have as individuals. Because yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Having a job where you bring people on vacation to enjoy vacation and curate their vacation.
It's more than a vacation, though. It's a vacation because I think in order to shift, you have to, like, your nervous system has to be settled. And so, a lot of us are going to trainings. We're trying to be better at work. And then, like, you're just giving more anxiety, which doesn't really help anything. But, on vacation, you could be calm and relaxed and think clearly, and then you can make better decisions. And I think we missed that point. So it's vacation, yes, but it's a guided trip back to yourself.
Oh, a guided trip back to yourself. My baby speaking words.
Yeah. There's a lot of women on this retreat who, on both retreats, who told me that they have been enjoying our Love Like This podcast.
Really?
Yes. Shout out to Cherie. Shout out to Addie. There was a couple of people, and I was like, Really? You like it?
You like my relationship?
You like my retreat, guys?
Even your homeboy, your best friend, cousin Chris, he even gave us a shout out about like how our love looks so amazing and how it's so real. I mean, shout out to love being real.
Shout out to love being real. Because
It's not a photo op. It's not a accessory. Like this shit is real. Like we really care about each other. Everything that you hear us talk about, see us do on the internet, we're not faking it. Actually, it's so real. It just so happened to be captured because we weren't planning on capturing it either. So y'all are actually able to see our love being displayed in its full frontal force.
I want to create an episode where I like go back into the archives and like pull out certain uh,
Moments. Hmm.
visual moments that were happening that we didn't know were happening at the time. You know, like when we
Hmm.
met and when we went out and we hung out and just like these little things that like led us here because, whoa, I wasn't expecting this.
Hmm. And us like being in this place right now, in this spot right now, is really a testament to all the things that we've been to in the past because there's always been like little glimpse of like things that showed our future and now we're just in it. We're always the vacationing like type together. We were always affectionate. We were always not worried about like how it looks, but just like doing it, right? And now all these things have come to fruition without us even trying. Now we're on vacation together. Now your job is being on vacation sometimes. We have all of these moments that are photographed or on visual or on audio or on video and all of these things that just happened without us planning it. Like, let's just do it and then it just come out. And now that we're here, being able to like encompass all of these things. We're in nature. We're able to record. We're able to journal our experience and talk about these things while also living it. I love you for that.
I love you for that too. I know it's just like sometimes we set out for goals as children, or
Hmm.
we paint our lives as children because that's what you do. You imagine, and then as you get older, a lot of us forget what those paintings and those drawings and those imagination, where those places were supposed to lead us. And like, I do feel very much that my life has been aligned with my childhood life goals, which
Hmm.
was honestly always to leave the United States
Hmm.
and just to travel and to enjoy life and live in
Yeah.
pleasure. And I feel like, like obviously work is, it requires work to execute these things, but
Hmm.
overall it's pleasurable to do the work that I do. I'm passionate about it. I love what I do. I love traveling with you.
I love traveling with you.
I love being able to travel with my daughter and like as a unit. Right now we are in Costa Rica. We've been here for basically a month. We're here with not only each other, but Erica, who's my partner in work and in friendship, and her daughter and her lover. And so we're just living as one big happy family, Brady
Hmm.
Bunch in the jungle.
Hmm.
We have like a poolside. We're going running in the morning. We're taking turns making the kids breakfast and dinner and going on excursions and adventures. And it is beautiful. It's beautiful. I wake up and I'm like, God damn, I'm grateful.
God damn,
God
I am
damn, I'm
grateful. God
grateful.
damn, I'm grateful to be right here with the love of my life with barbecue chicken, ribs on the grill, and then there's a fireplace over there
We should use
somewhere.
that tonight. We need to get some firewood.
Where the fuck do we get firewood here? I've been trying to look for that shit forever.
Everywhere. I mean, I think you just cut it down. But we can also ask
Oh.
the Airbnb host.
Okay. I was like, I could cut a tree? I'm getting
Relax.
excited.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah. So this has been a really beautiful experience, and I have to
Mhm.
pinch myself often that I've manifested and cultivated this life.
You did. You talk about things that you want in your future a lot, with manifesting, of course. I wanted to ask you. We know what our past looks like from all these documentations, visually, audio, whatever the case may be. But how does your future look? Like, aside, we know we're doing the all the retreats next year and stuff like that. But how does life look for you? I know you said that you were planning on leaving America. I left my home to go to America, so I can't wait to come back to the jungle.
Isn't that crazy?
um, but what does the future look like for you if you can just say a manifestation or just see it out loud for us?
Um, My manifestation, my future looks like a lot like this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
What is this?
just a lot of my nervous system being regulated, being in nature, being in places that are not necessarily super populated,
Mm-hmm.
being away from the hustle and bustle and the bullshit and the distractions
Mm-hmm.
of America, and just being able to build my house here, being able to build houses in other places that are similar to here, and some that are not. You know, I do want to keep a headquarters in LA. I'd love to have a brownstone in New York. I'd like to have another
Property.
vacation property
Mm-hmm.
home. I'm going to write another book, maybe a couple of other books, more retreats. I want to have a beautiful, peaceful pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a beautiful, peaceful labor, quick, fast, home birth, natural labor in the jungle with you by my side, with
Mm-hmm.
a healthy baby,
Little
um,
beach baby.
a healthy beach baby. I want to just be able to just bask in all that I've created and take each moment to be present and just work mindfully on being present and not being stressed and not bringing stress and anxious, not bringing stress and anxiousness to places that it does not exist,
Mm-hmm.
and just recognizing that what I've created is a stress-free, anxiety-free, chill lifestyle, and I deserve that and I'm worthy of that, and all the while also giving back to my community by like waking up the people and cultivating more love. You know, like I think in the beginning of this process I was like hesitant about doing another podcast, because I talk so much already. I've put so much of my business out already. I've only podcasted with Erica in a certain stage of my life, and this represents a different stage in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and it was there's a lot of nervousness, and now I'm just like, what's the point, you know, like just do each thing and let it flow and let it grow and let it expand, because shit is going to change.
Yeah.
And also just, yeah, like the world needs more love.
The world needs more love. The world needs more real love. World needs more authentic love, not what we think love looks like on paper.
Yeah, and the world needs like actual examples of it. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying like we're fucking the experts of all love. However, I do
Nature.
I do recognize black love for people of color, seeing successful relationships, openly dissecting like what it requires to have a
Mm-hmm.
successful relationship, being honest about what comes up in relationship in order to give it like in order to give insight for other people who actually want their relationships to work. And I think that's a big thing. Like, do you actually want your relationship to work? And in your want, is it working against what your overall goal is?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because like most of us, like I want my relationship to work, but does it make sense for your relationship to work? Because is the person you're choosing gonna? Are they? Do you envision them bringing the feelings that you want at the end? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And throughout it, like I want peace, I want happiness, I want fun, I want pleasure, I want great sex, I want intimacy, I want making out, I want luxury. I want to fucking charter a yacht in the
Mm-hmm.
south of France and Italy and in the Caribbean. And I want to have a lover who enjoys the same thing and wants to play ratchet music on the yacht. And I want, you know, all those, I want someone who's equally as mature and evolving as me. And I think sometimes we fuck ourselves by picking people or getting into relationships with people that have no business in that future vision, and they really their frequency doesn't really add to that vision or doesn't really make sense in that vision, but then we fight so fucking hard
Mm-hmm.
for that person, and it's like it's going against whatever you said you wanted your goal to be. So it's like, know yourself enough to know what you want, and then really know the person you're being with to know if they have the capacity to actually vibrate at the energy in which you would like to vibrate, because we don't want to lose what's familiar,
Mm-hmm.
because we're content and comfortable, and growth and expansion is scary,
Yeah. I mean,
and
even
honesty is scary, if I'm being honest.
shit. If I'm being honest, was it scary for you to say just now that honesty is scary?
Yes. I mean, when you're
Mhm.
really being real about it, like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and the other thing about being content and comfortable is that we always think that we're always right, right? So like our way about going about love or going about life is the right way. So we want to stay in our own mind of in our own ways of how to go about things. And even if you were talking about picking the wrong person and realize when you're picking the wrong person, like sometimes even when you pick the right person, you have to really think and recognize, am I going about things the right way? Right? And that's why having the tools to in your the right tools in your relationship is so important because yeah, we're not well, I guess we are pretty much a like kind of a good example because a lot of people keep telling us we're a good example of love. But if you don't want to use our example, at least listen to the tools that we use, right? And you can use those too. Like you want a happy relationship, but are you a petty person?
I'm a petty person.
Yeah, but you're not petty in a relationship. But I'm saying like are you willing to dive into like these petty actions, right? But also say to yourself, I want a happy, healthy relationship, right? Do you want an honest relationship, but you're saying like petty little lies, right? Just so you can get your own way, right? Are you manipulating? Like all of these things that come into a relationship are also important.
Self awareness.
Self awareness is very important in a relationship because you have to be aware of the
Ooh,
examples that.
because we don't want to lose what's familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're content and comfortable, and growth and expansion is scary,
Yeah, I mean
and
even
honesty is scary. If I'm being honest,
shit. If I'm being honest, was it scary for you to say just now that honesty is scary?
yes. I mean, when you're
Hmm.
really being real about it, like
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and the other thing about being content and comfortable is that we always think that we're always right, right? So like our way about going about love or going about life is the right way. So we want to stay in our own mind of in our own ways of how to go about things. And even if you were talking about picking the wrong person and realize when you're picking the wrong person, like sometimes even when you pick the right person, you have to really think and recognize, am I going about things the right way, right? And that's why having the right tools in your relationship is so important because yeah, we're not well, I guess we are pretty much a like kind of a good example because a lot of people keep telling us we're a good example of love. But if you don't want to use our example, at least listen to the tools that we use, right? And you can use those too. Like you want a happy relationship, but are you a petty person?
I'm a petty person.
Yeah, but you're not petty in a relationship. But I'm saying like are you willing to dive into like these petty actions, right? But also say to yourself, I want a happy, healthy relationship, right? Do you want an honest relationship, but you're saying like petty little lies, right? Just so you can get your own way, right? Are you manipulating? Like all of these things that come into a relationship are also important.
Self awareness.
Self awareness is very important in a relationship because you have to be aware of the
Ooh,
examples
ooh,
that.
fuck!
You okay? Oh
I
yeah, be
forgot.
careful of that.
I burnt the fuck out of myself.
You all right there, baby?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
bendito. You okay? Take your
Mhm.
time. But yeah, you need to realize what you're doing in your relationship and how it's affecting your relationship because you might want the right person, but the way you're going about things, you might be the wrong person. So know the your own actions and how you're going about things and really
Like if you're
hone
the
in.
problem,
Yeah, don't be.
how deeply committed are you to growth? You know, like are you committed enough to self evaluate and be like self assess and be like, I'm kind of fucked up. I'm kind of selfish. I'm kind of this. You know what I mean? And even then, discovering those things about you, being gentle with yourself, and then even being honest with your partner. I've been being selfish. I've been being manipulative. I've, done this, this, and this, and I'm always getting my way. And so in this relationship, I'm recognizing this and this about myself. Most people aren't willing to self evaluate. You're always blaming. You're always projecting. Oh my God, that burn really hurt my fucking pinky.
Okay.
Um, yeah. But yeah, it's not always easy traveling together. Then you're adding other personalities because we have a child, because we're traveling with another, like, so a whole other family. There's a lot of dynamics that
Yeah.
are present here, and honestly, it's hard. Like,
Mhm.
I'm an empath, and I've always been like a deep feeler. And I remember being young and being like, even like in like first love scenarios, and just praying like, I wish I didn't feel shit.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't give a fuck. And like really leading with that. Wow, how cancer of me.
I wish I
But
didn't care about anybody. I
literally,
care about everybody.
just feeling
Poor
so
baby.
deeply about wanting to disconnect that now as an adult, when I feel the urge to want to disconnect from people because they're disappointing most of the time, I recognize like, wow, you've been feeling this way your whole goddamn life.
Yeah.
It's not happened. So what are we
Mhm.
gonna do? Integrate? Yeah.
I'm gonna try. Ready for a breath?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy to. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't. I don't think I really came into this relationship having all the tools, but I'm happy to find the tools and use them in the relationship and having the maturity to say to myself, I'm not gonna be petty. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna walk over there and I'm gonna calm my voice, take a deep breath, and we're gonna have a conversation. Because usually I would just be like, "This is dumb. I'm smart, and I'm leaving."
It's me too. I'm just like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to. You don't get it. And if you don't get it, you don't get me. And then I'm good.
Yeah, but I get you, and you're the right person for me, and we have all the right tools. And I hope that to everyone else that we are the right example of how to go about love, and you don't have to do it our way, but you can do it like this.
You
You
could
see
do
what
it.
I did there?
It could do it whatever way that works for you, which is the way, and making your own rules. And just tapping into yourself to figure out what the fuck it is that you want.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of women too are putting, well, it's a big bird.
Ooh, bird. Oh, that is
Put
a big fucking bird. Nature, y'all.
putting you find someone who's nice and kind. Maybe you've been drugged through the mud, which is also a learning lesson I have too. And then you're like, fuck it, I need someone nice and kind and safe. But then, 10 years down the line, you're fucking bored to death, because nice is not enough. I know I've
Mm-hmm.
said this probably a lot of times, but it's true because I know so many women who are like, but he's so nice. He's so cute. I'm like, bitch, cute and nice aren't going to get you far. Like, how committed is he to growing? How
Yeah.
committed is he to being the best version of himself? How committed are you? Because I
Mm-hmm.
have the question all the time, like, what is it that I really want for myself? Is how I'm expressing right now, is how I'm cutting off, is how I'm running, going to get me to the end goal, which is being the most loving, highest version of myself.
Yeah.
And sometimes the pettiness is in the way. I mean, all the time the pettiness is in the way.
All the time, the pettiness is right there.
So it's just being deliberate about the version of yourself that you're showing up as in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. 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 Um, you're right. You do talk a lot. You took up all the good sayings in this episode, so I really have nothing.
I'm smart.
You are smart, and I love you for being smart, and I love you for talking a lot, and I love you for expressing yourself, and I love you for all these tools that you have and brought to this relationship to get us to where we are right now.
Do you feel like I've brought in tools to the relationship?
Yeah, I feel like you've brought.
Because I feel
Let me
like
make sure.
maybe, I don't
No,
know.
you have. No. You have. I was hesitating because I was trying to think of a tool while speaking so I could really like hit the mark. But no, you really have like. I'm trying to think of one good one that really matters in our relationship. I will. Oh, tantric speech, right? Like communicating with a specific tone and certain words that show that I still like you, I'm still kind to you, and even in anger, we can still use these words and this way of speaking to get our message across. Because honestly, being from New York, like, it's just a very aggressive tone just to tell you like how I feel. And then we go about it from there. But introducing the tool of like tantric speech, kind speech, even under the emotion of anger, has been a very chef's kiss tool that we have been using.
I feel like you're better at utilizing and executing and reminding about this tool.
Well, sometimes the student passes the teacher.
Surpasses the teacher.
Surpasses the teacher.
Uh-huh.
Do I bring any tools to this relationship that's helpful?
A lot of tools in my love. You're like way more patient than me.
Patience,
Um,
which is crazy because I'm literally, if I want to be and I don't really care, I'm one of the most impatient people in the world. Like, you can breathe, and I'm like, why haven't you done it yet? Like, I know I just told you 2 seconds ago. Like, get the fuck done. But when it comes to my baby over here and communicating, I can go, let me just wait and communicate slowly and get my message across and talk to her kindly with each word having a meaning. Because this takes a lot of patience to talk like this instead of telling somebody, just get the shit done and hurry the fuck up.
yeah, especially if you're not used to doing it that way. And sometimes when you do this, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Wow.
And I resist a lot in my body.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can know what you're wanting to do and know what you're supposed to do, and still default to what you're used to doing. It's actually like it's not easy, to fight against what is your norm.
Right.
It would be, especially if you've been doing it your whole life,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in your body at that point.
Yeah.
So like when we're arguing and you're like touching me and you want to like looking into each other's eyes, and I'm just like, I've already shut down, but you're like consistently persistent and patient about communicating in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
It breaks me, and then I have to, let the mask off, let the wall down, and then continue. And it's not always easy.
It's not. But I'm happy to do it with you.
I'm grateful to do it with you. I'm grateful that you remind me to do it, and that you're breaking me.
I'm breaking you. Gotta break the stallion over here. Let her know who's boss. Crack the whip on that ass.
Relax.
I love you, Mila. Let's go enjoy nature. Today we're having a, what do you call it? A recap barbecue or
No, we're just having a barbecue for everybody who's involved in making our retreat successful.
mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Good Vibe Retreat. If you haven't already, please follow the Good Vibe Retreat. It is my other business. It is a safe haven for love and for growth and for, a
a vacation.
A voyage back to your true self.
I like vacation back to my true self. That's a fire way of going about things, but
Yeah, and today we're doing a little barbecue for everyone. Orlando's cooking.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy's cooking, barbecuing, and we're gonna swim and chill and chillax.
And nature. Because honestly, that's what you do. When you think about like America and like talk about things, when you say people like, no, we're just gonna chill and relax. Like, oh, it's a party, it's about to be lit. No, it's about to be chill, relax, and still fun.
It might be a party tonight.
Anyway, y'all, this has been Love Like This, Love Cast, the
You
before,
don't
during, and after. Huh?
You don't have a party tonight?
No, we are going to have the party. That's why I'm trying to wrap this up. Like, get to the partying, baby. All right, you want to party with Johnny, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to have a party tonight.
Because we fell asleep last night.
We did fall asleep last night like old-ass people.
Also, we're nearing the close of our vacation, and I'm like trying to mentally
Extend
prepare.
it. You want to extend it.
I want to extend. I'm trying to mentally prepare. There's
Yeah.
a lot of things that are happening in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Regardless of everything happening, I'm just happy to do it with you. I could say that a million times over. So
I am. I'm so grateful to do it with you. I'm so grateful that we found each other in this epic version of our lives. I'm so excited for our future, and I just had to keep reminding myself, like, this is good, and it's only started. It's only getting started, and this is not the cap. And I think sometimes we get things that are really good, like good relationships, good people, and then we try to find the cracks in it, and we try to expect the end.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
And it's just like, this is just the beginning, and it's going to get better. And I trust that, because how in the fuck did these two crazy people find each other? God.
Exactly. Don't fuck up the blessing. When you find somebody that's holding you down, being kind to you, being nice to you, looking out for you,
That you're attracted to.
that you're attracted
that
to.
you have good sex with.
Exactly.
Good chemistry.
Exactly.
You guys are both want the same things in life.
Don't fuck it up by being petty. Don't fuck it up by being impatient
Or
or
sabotaging.
sabotage. Use the tools that you can to keep the relationship going. At least try your best. If you can't get it right, at least try your fucking best, because we are not trying with each other anymore. We're literally shutting down, throwing each other away, doing what we want to do to make ourselves feel comfortable and content so that we don't have to challenge and try hard.
Yeah.
It's okay to try. It's okay also to learn from your experiences.
It's okay to also know when the trying has
Has reached its limit.
and it's time to go, and there's probably like you're speaking a different language.
Exactly.
And I know that's usually like a very gray area, but I do truly believe
Mhm.
that most of the time we fucking know.
Yeah, and then we hesitate from like moving away from these things because we want the other person to try. Do the best that you can, and if you've done your best, it's okay to move on. It's okay. I'm telling you, it's okay. And a person that has a relationship that is telling you to look for love, find love, and try, it is also okay to move on from that situation. Because we love you, and we want you to love you, and we want you to be in loving situations. Try hardest. That's
And,
self-aware.
and if you're unsure, go on vacation
Yo, if you're unsure of vacation, will give you the answer.
for an extended amount of time.
Yeah.
A lot of people, it's like, of course you're going to get along on vacation. I don't feel like that's true. I feel like
No.
travel with someone for an extended amount of time, like a week or more, and then you can figure out. And generally, I encourage it to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
Just two people, and see how, if you guys are interested in the same things, if you travel the same way, if you like explore the same way, because it makes a difference,
Mhm.
putting two people in a country with a language barrier and saying go.
Yep.
And
Figure it out.
figure it out.
Figure it out, and I'm
Yeah.
happy to figure it out with you.
I'm so glad to figure it out with you. I
Mhm.
love you.
I love you too, baby. um, just to wrap this up, you can follow us at Hoochie Mom and Dad. Me at WH_Orlando Roy. My beautiful wife right here in all aspects, Mila_Map. This is Love Like This, the before, during, and after. We're falling in love.
Bye.
We love you.